It's a family's life, and the flooding leaves it all there, and it's all muck, and you don't know what's good and not good, but you know it's somebody's life.
Until you can look the people in the eye, face to face, and see what they have gone through, you know, it means an awful lot. That's what draws me, and I think it's what's drawing a lot of people, is that not only that, but it is Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. We are to help our neighbors.
The areas that we work in, obviously, are for people that are not self-sufficient, poor communities.
I remember when we went there and talked to the parishioners, some of the parishioners that were just standing out front afterwards.
Yeah.
It was real clear that they were had it as a high priority to get their own church rebuilt.
Right.
The current efforts of the group will be directed towards refurbishing the community center for St. David's Parish. The community center, of course, is the lifeblood of any community, parish. Even more so in this particular community where they've been devastated by the flooding of Katrina.
Listen, my beloved brothers and sisters, did not God choose those who are poor in the world to be rich in faith and heirs of his kingdom that he promised to those who he loved? The word of the Lord.
Thanks be to God. Before the year of the anniversary, we scheduled our first trip. We went with 9 people who volunteered, and we went to Louisiana to help gut homes. Each day we just go out and work and gut homes. We're not going to get it done, and it's going to take time. So we knew that our goal was to try to keep people informed of what we knew, bring it back to our families, our churches, our community, to JustFaith, and just say, we're going to just keep doing this until we don't have any volunteers or until the job is done. And the biggest thing they tell us is to stop and listen to the story. So if we're out on there and we're banging away or whatever we're doing, you're supposed to stop and listen to the story.
This is the church right here. When I walked in.
That's what the church looked like?
Inside. You see how, look, we had a crying room. See right where that glass that went that there?
Uh-huh.
They had $200 bills and 3 quarters on the floor. And the water was, the water line was 11 feet. Up there, you can see them, since you can't see now, it's gone because it's all torn out. There's wonderful people tearing out from Georgia, 25 young people. And they did wonders in there for us tearing that out. See that organ there? We all put it and bought that. You understand? And this where they had the donor's name.
I was raised on an island when I was young. We moved to this bar when I was 4 years old, and I stayed across the street. My father had bought this land in 1926. Paid $300 for 1,500 feet or 49 feet. You know, so our parents is all gone, deceased. I got this. I got 2 young. Well, they're not young either, but they're younger than what I am. They got the bayou side, you know. Well, that's the. If you're a fisherman down there, that's what everybody wants, you know.
Yeah.
But I like my place.
Why we keep doing the trips is that in JustFaith, Catholic social teaching really stresses solidarity. And solidarity is about family. It's about family. So if I see them as my brother and sister, you know, if it was my sister in Illinois, I know it would be an ongoing struggle and I would never forget about it. Well, to me it's the same thing for New Orleans, and that's what's happened. We've met the good people at St. David's Parish, Sister Teresa, Father Joe, who've allowed us to be in their lives, and that takes time. And sometimes you wonder, well, should we be organizing this? Isn't there something else to do? There's flooding here, there's a tornado there, there's all kinds of needs in the world. But there's just I think for the group of people that started organizing, that they just know that, well, yeah, that's happening, and we don't forget it, and New Orleans helps us not forget any of it. It just makes us remember it's always there. They're our family, and it's not about fixing, and it's not about, because every time you leave you think, what did we get done? It's about being with each other, and like Pam told us, I just know you guys never forget me. I just know. And she thinks about us when she walks through her doors, and that's good. And I think about it too when I'm home and I have a house that I can just plop in and not even think about it, and I take it for granted, and I know that there's somebody that's still waiting to, when we left, they're hoping to be in by Christmas. And, you know, but they may not be. So it just reminds me of that.
To define not only the devastation and how much is there, but the lack of communication, the lack of education that the public really needed to know. There is a lot of people that want to come back, but don't have the means and the resources to be able to do it.
Come and see, but to come and see whatever pulls you. You know, you read a newspaper article, you hear a thing in the news, you hear a scripture reading or a song, and it just may pull you, a change in you, and it won't go away. And so I say respond. It's all respond. You know, I know nothing about gutting and rebuilding, but I answer, and I always think, what the heck am I doing here, till I get there. And then I know that it's, God does that. I don't do any of that. That is just, somehow, if people are thanking you and feel like they've gotten something done, and so that's all it's about.
I can't fathom losing everything tomorrow. Then to add to it that what I've lost is not only mine, but has been 3 and 4 generations. That's why people want to come back, and it's our moral and it's our Christian obligation.